Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back for another fun day. Today, we've got it all in this one. It's going to be amazing. I know you're excited. Let's do it. I think this is for Airbnb. I'm not sure. Here we go. We're in flowers. We're in the Airbnb. It's not quite as good as we expected. I am Gladiator. I'm dreaming about vacation. You know what happens when I dream about vacation? I dance. And I keep dancing. Now I'm in the Airbnb just dancing, on a boat just looking, surrounded by flowers. Now I'm swimming. Oh, there's a house. Sounds good. Keep dancing. What do you know? Oh, yeah. What time is it? It's time to be in flowers. And we go. We twist, we dance, we emerge from water, and book your stay today. Ta-da! Airbnb. That's actually for perfume, but it's pretty good. So what are we going to look at here? We're not going to do the flower thing. That one seems pretty obvious. Just get a really big light, right? If we're going to do the whole flower thing, get a really big light, put it over there. Let's get a camera that can do a twist and a turn and a roll. And like we always talk about, if you don't have something that's very exciting, you got to move the camera some crazy way. Like we got 60 seconds. We can't lose people's attention. We got to grab them, right? Let's do it. Grab them. And so we twist. We'll use hard light here. L of the room. We're going to see this light coming through here. Now, as we come in, let's see what happens to the level of the light and the softness, right? We're getting maximum depth here. We're using our little hard light here, but hard light doesn't always look that great in close-ups. Let's see what happens. Junk. Oh, yeah, that is hard light. Okay. They still went with it, but we got nice little shadow areas. She's sort of in the lower half of the frame here. Can we go bigger? We cannot. Can we get off of the pane and go bigger? We still cannot. Yes, we can. Okay, so this one, Gladiator. Instead of wheat, though, flowers, because I am the Spaniard. She's dreaming about it. Okay, this is twice. We've done the same shot in this ad. Let's just find some cool tiles. We'll get you to lay down, and then we'll just put one big soft light over here. Try and get a little bit of a nose shadow, but not really. And we'll just blast you with light. Does that sound good? Yes. Okay, we're outside now. Ta-da, looking the same exact way. Is this real? No, that's a green screen. That's okay, it looks real. Light from this way, shadow back here, a little bit of bounce from this side. That's how you get the depth, right? You gotta have light coming on both sides to get the depth, to create the roundness. And then these little elements, like let's add this too, that'll be good. A little thing in there. Let's frame it up and shoot through some stuff. More dancing in flowers. And then this is when yeah. Groove Armada. Here we go. We got again. We've got backlight, shadow coming towards the camera. Like shoot through some stuff, but really, like we're just look at the camera movement. Okay, it's like twisting, rolling, turning. Every single shot, we're going in, we're going around, we're following back, we're coming in, slight twist in. Like this is. You know, it's a commercial of a lady dancing in an Airbnb. Like we gotta make it a little bit snappy here. Do some different moves. The twist back. This is like your most Pantene Pro V look here. This is your slickness, little edge, and then, you know, it's the same exact lighting setup that we always talk about, except now, instead of having the key light this way and like just hitting over here, right? So you'd hit this whole side of the face here with the key light, and then maybe we just leak it over there. Right, if we were going for something more dramatic. If we're not going for dramatic, we bring the key light that was over here, say the camera is here, you just bring that key light significantly closer to the camera so it flattens off, right? So you get a little tiny bit of shadow right there, right? That is from the key light being significantly closer to the face. And then what you have to do is you have to balance this key light with this backlight, right? And then whatever we want to set the background ratio to. So that we want the background darker and her face the brightest thing in the image. Yes, we do. Well, then this is how you get it, those ratios. And we're panning over. Ta-da, sun. Exactly why, same reason why this looks nice, right? Now, it's very, very flat, but flat is good. Flat can sometimes be quite forgiving. Actually, all the time, quite forgiving. Light coming in this way, over here. So you got everything to camera is shadow with a little tiny edge around it, right? It's like the human beings on the prairies, on the savannah, looking for animals. What are you looking for? Silhouettes. Boom. Your eyes are immediately attracted to it with additional sound effects included. You're looking for a little tiny edge and then flat or dark to the camera. We're used to seeing it. Don't fight evolution. Didn't really happen, right? Evolution's fake. Okay, we go to backlight here. This is, you are lucky to be in a place like that, to get sun like this on water, right? Normally what would happen is this beautiful little haze that is in the sky wouldn't be there, and this thing is just going to be blown out, right? It's going to be gross, but you got really lucky with the light there. Could we actually see the lamp there? Let's see. Do you see the lamp? Sort of. Anyway, could be the sun. Who knows? Again, backlight example. Pretty simple here. Although here, it's hard to tell whether you're actually filling this in or you're getting fill from the sun hitting all this red and bouncing up. Probably though, there's something over here filling it in, right? And then you're just filling to taste, right? Again, if you want drama, take the fill away. You want to make it flatter like this, push the fill in. And it's nice to have her up against dark background, right? Because that is what is interesting. The more dark or light things you can fit in the frame, the better. Still got the moves, and I think we're out. Running upstairs, don't be late, swim. Yeah, okay. Now, this is what we would call, if we're calling this, let's see. This is like stylized naturalism, right? If you stand next to a window and there's blowing sheets and you've had hair and makeup done, this is what you're gonna look like, right? This is pretty much, this is what window natural light looks like. This, on the other hand, if you are emerging from a rainy pool here, you are not going to look like this, right? You're going to be significantly closer to this, like flat, not a lot of depth, there's not a lot of roundness to it. But if you have, you know, a nice 18K and it's sunset back there, or you're just in a pool and you're going to VFX comp this lady in here, we can have the sun come from any direction that we want. So why not make it the most flattering? That's exactly what we're going to do. We get a little toppy blue light in here, and then push all the level this way. And this is more dramatic, right? Because we have shadow there. More dramatic. We're just reaching the key light just over there. You can see it in the eyes. You can also see it in her forehead. It would be like here, right? Coming down, see the highlight there as well. And then we will just let her emerge from the background. Dancing. Soft light is nice. Backlight again. More staring and dancing. And yum. Okay. So here, this one, to get this look this close, this is one you would do at the most, at like the worst time of day to be shooting this ad. Because what we can do is overhead, you can have a 12 by frame of quarter grid, really just take all the level out of the sun. So now the sun becomes this overcast sky because you place a 12 by frame with quarter grid in it, takes all the harshness out of the light. But then we need some direction or it's gonna look very, very strange, right? Especially, it starts to look strange if you're shooting into something that is being lit by the sun and you have someone under the diffusion. It becomes very noticeable, the diffusion, so you wanna try and avoid that. But if you're shooting into this background of all blue, you're safe. But then to get level back in here, to get some shape on her, right? Feel how there is that little bit of key here and it sort of falls off to shadow here. So we still want that to get some depth on her face. So you see this little tiny thing here. If you have a 12 by over the top and the sun is over here, right? So the light is going in this way, hitting her. Well, just outside of that 12 by, the sun is also gonna be hitting this. And then if you angle it right, you can get it in there. So you're getting way more level out of the bounce. If you just put it outside the overhead and push it back in, and that is what these little lines are here. So if you're going for close-ups, do them in the worst time of the day, you can overhead, bounce, and then you can add neg this side if you want to make this darker. And that is how you get beautiful looking images. Ta-da! And walking. Yes, we have looked at quite a few commercials of people just sitting down walking. This is also something like, okay, you've got a girlfriend or you've got a boyfriend and you're in an Airbnb, you want to shoot a commercial. I got your idea for you right here. Spec ad. Ta-da, problem solved. Okay, that's gonna do it for this one. Hopefully it helped somehow. I don't know how, except maybe if you want to try and shoot a close-up of somebody at noon instead of at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, this is how you do it. Overhead, bounce from outside, neg down the side, you're laughing, and that is going to do it. Okay, many thanks for checking us out. We will see you in the next one. Goodbye.